What is up, world? What is up, world? What is up, world? We are live and you are in tune with the Know-It-Alls. And I got all my player partners here, the big homies. What's up, man? Big Tate, what's popping, man? How you do?
What's happening, man? I gotta tell you this every week, man. It ain't but one big homie in the building, man.
Oh, that's right. My bad. The big homie.
What?
Tate Boy Fresh, what's popping,
Yeah,
man? How you do?
What's good, man? I just got done just, looking at some football. I only watched half of the Jacksonville Buffalo game, and I was watching Zootopia. Y'all know
that's a boss movie, though. Zootopia boss.
Is it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's boss.
I like it. It was a good one. It's a good one.
What, y'all watched it?
Hey,
Heck
man,
yeah, I watched Zootopia.
You gotta learn. Like, I used to watch Brother Bear with my sons when they were that age. Those movies, those animated movies, you love to appreciate them because one, they settle everybody down. Two,
that part, that's why I was kind of napping while I was on.
Hey man, I got nephews that are young, bro. Them jokers come in, Zootopia come in, everybody get quiet and sit still.
That's what happened. Beautiful. And I
watched it though. I watched it with them. It was good.
Okay, yeah, I had my nephews over. They just left literally like half hour ago. And my niece watched that. Like, I can't just sit there and look football with the kids here all day. Y'all can watch this movie, and I watch it with you, and I kind of dozed off. And they let me doze off, like Big-G saying, had the attention.
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you, man, Brother Bear would calm the whole house down. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. But I finally ended up watching it, and it was like Toy Story and everything else. It's The Incredibles is one of them that once you cut it on, they love it, and it's
man,
red.
Do you know they got a new Incredibles coming out too?
Do they?
Yes, and this year a new Incredibles is coming out. Yes, absolutely.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Look, Tate, man, how you was watching football? Anything else happened this weekend? Interesting, man. Before we jump over to Big G.
Nah, man, I don't got nothing interesting to report because really, I didn't do nothing but hang out with the kids. So I mean, I didn't nothing to report.
Big G, what's popping, man? How you do? How you be?
Hey man, it's been a great football field weekend. And I got a take at the end of the show, man. I'm gonna talk to you about college football and NFL football and just the state of the state for where we're at concerning money and dollars and what we're paying for and product on the field. It's just unbelievable, man. But I'm going to talk about it at the end when we get to the show, man. But it's been, man, the transfer portal is unreal, unfreaking real. What's happening in the transfer portal? These collegiate schools are NFL teams, man. Whether people want to realize it or not, they are NFL. There are guys getting bought left and right. And if your favorite school don't have at least 50 million, you SOL. You ain't got a chance in hell. If your school ain't got 50 million to put into the portal, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it because these kids, when I'm telling you, these kids is getting bought off and going to schools like man, holy crap, I cannot believe. And it's left and right. So I know me and Ma been talking left and right. The Longhorns got plenty of money. The Buckeye boys got plenty of money. We getting the players that we want out of the portal. But if you ain't got plenty of bread, you SOL.
Listen, and we'll talk about it. I got right behind my Derrick Henry take, I have another take that I think will explore some of that Big G is talking about. It's just a going trend. Things are changing, but that's life. The only constant in life is change. Look, we're about to get this thing popping. What is up, Claude Bishop, man? What's up to everybody in the live chat? Tim, Afton, Boxing Man, B-Dirt. Yeah, big B-Dirt. I know we gave up Jamie French. Jamie French, Florida kid, went to Michigan in the transfer portal. Happy about that for that young man. Hopefully he can get some shine. Because definitely he's one of those barn burners that deserves something. We were paying him $440,000 to sit on the bench. He wasn't on the grass. So, I want him to get on the grass, definitely. We are going to get ready, man. But make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications. And I got to tell you guys, most of you guys who are watching, you are just warriors. Y'all are like got your face in the window like this, watching, you're not hitting that subscribe button. Need you to hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you subscribe. Then the ones that have subscribed, hit the bell so your notification will go off when we are here. We do shows like Jag. We do shows like, the college football show, Level Up on Monday. We do shows like Smash the Gas on Wednesday, Thursday. Man, we got a plethora of good shows coming. And then we're going to have some more just, content coming for you guys, man. We're definitely sacrificing our time for you guys. So make sure that if you have subscribed, make sure you hit that little notification bell to let you know that the KnoItAllz got some new content up for you. Man, we about to get this thing started right. We about to get this thing started quickly. We'll be right back after this. And we are back. You guys, man, look, it's been very competitive to say the least, man. It's definitely been competitive in this NFL playoff wild card round. It's wild. These cards, it's an appropriate name, wild. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the Rams played the Panthers. And the Rams won that game 34-31. I think the Panthers just lost their starting running back. He said he's looking to get up out of there. Rico Dowdell didn't like the fact that his carries went down. But look, Matthew Stafford, 24 of 42, 304, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bryce Young, little fella, 21 of 40, 264, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Kyron Williams, 13 carries, 57 yards. Chuba Hubbard got the truckload of the lion's share of the carries, 13 carries, 46 yards, 2 touchdowns. Puka.
How many carries did Dowdell get? What are you complaining about?
Rico, let's see here. Rico got 5 carries.
Okay. Yeah. He didn't get a lot, but I mean, they playing. I mean, I think we'll talk about it. Finish your stats. I'll tell you what I think when we get talking about it.
Puka Nacua, 10 catches, 111 yards, 1 touchdown, and he dropped a wide open touchdown. He dropped it, which is crazy. Jalen Coker, who has emerged as the number 2 wide receiver for Carolina, 9 catches, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, this was a game. Talk to me about this, Tate, man. Go ahead. Talk to me.
Man, I think the Rams had a chance to put it away at the end of the first half, and they kind of fumbled the opportunity, right? I mean, they didn't get a score. I think it was 17-7. Yeah, 17-7.
Yeah.
They didn't get a score. They went for it on 4th down. I mean, maybe I go conservative Big-G play calling right there, kick the field goal because I get the ball back. 20-7. Then you up 13 points getting the ball back. But they went for it, didn't get it, and Bryce Young popped a big play to Coker, got them boys down there for a score. And next thing you know, it's 17-14, and Carolina come out 3-and-out them boys 2 times back-to-back. Now it's a game. Now you got the crowd in it. Now you got, but at the end of the day, I think Bryce Young is the answer at quarterback for Carolina. At least he's going to be there another year anyway. I think coming into the season, there was some question about that. Would he be the guy, with the new coach, if they was going to be garbage, would they draft a quarterback? I think getting to the playoffs, even though the entire division had a losing record, I think the fact that they're winning and they had a good look in the playoffs, they'll be back with renewed energy next year. Bryce Young will be the starter. And, Carolina's on the up. But at the end of the day, it's about them boys. Big-G like to call ours his quarterbacks, plural. That's what he called his one. But it's about them quarterbacks. And if you watch the games, you've seen it's about them quarterbacks.
Plural.
All the ones that won played excellent. And two of them we know is dogs. You know what I mean? Well, one of the three that won already is an MVP. Our boy Stafford probably should get the MVP this year. And then I think you got a young MVP up and coming over there in Chicago that I done heard called trash on this show many times, but I think the boy proving himself.
We'll talk. We'll definitely talk about it. Big G, man, talk to me about this game, man. Rams Panthers.
Well, first of all, I think that the Matt Stafford showed why he is the MVP of the NFL this season, based on what he was able to do with a minute and some change left on the clock and drive them boys down there and get a touchdown super fast. I mean, that doesn't happen, especially like when you lose a guy like Devontae Adams and who had nagging injuries all and then they go to a tight end. There was an up-and-coming tight end that a lot of folks didn't realize was as good as what he was. But the issue was the play call and play design was outstanding. In retrospect, Carolina is not as bad as what we all saw. And I agree with Tate with that. And I think that Carolina is a couple of pieces away from actually being able to contend because they've solved their quarterback position. In the NFL, it's not going to come down to having outstanding quarterback play. It's going to come down to having outstanding quarterback play within the playoff context and getting that experience, because some quarterbacks just don't have the experience, i.e. Bryce Young. Now he's got a year under his belt, and that's how it used to be. It used to be there was a rites of passage in the NFL that you had to beat the man to become the man. You had to take a couple of lumps before you put yourself in position to win a championship. Well, Bryce Young just took his first lump. Now he knows how it feels. Now he knows how it tastes. He don't want to have to go through that no more, right? So the next year, you have a good draft, a good offseason. You get the players you want to get, and you're ready to load up. So he's got the playoff experience, and he know he should have won. But we'll see. We'll see moving forward. I think Carolina's the future's bright for the Carolina Panthers.
So, Tate, man, look, so we're looking at we're just going to jump over to this next game, and I need your commentary on this, man. Look, Ben Johnson, first of all, let's admit it. Ben Johnson is who we thought he was, coach-wise. Everybody went crazy for Ben Johnson last year in the offseason trying to get Ben as their head coach. Ben Johnson had Caleb 24 of 48, 361, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Unbelievable. Colston Loveland, great pickup, 8 catches for 137. Jordan Love, he balled out. You can't be mad at him. 24, 46.
Y'all played him. Y'all played Caleb.
23, 4 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 19 carries, 55 yards. Romeo Doubs, who's an emerging star, 8 catches, 124, 1 touchdown. But talk to me about this, bro. Hey, the Bears. Talk to me about this, Tate, man.
Man, the Bears is a year ahead of schedule. I mean, we expect them to be better this year. They won the division. I like to call them. 2 weeks ago, you talked to me. I said the Bears got lucky quite a bit. And they won some games they shouldn't have won, but they won. But then you watch this last month, 2 or 3 games, 2 or 3 weeks. The Bears, that's how they win. They win these games.
Yeah.
I mean, they was down 21-3 at halftime. And one of Green Bay's players said it in his post-game interview. I don't know if it was a local interview. I saw it. And he said, man, what he basically said, the Bears ain't due. Beep. He said, that's on us. We got to finish. That's 2 games in a row against the Bears that we should have won, that we controlled throughout the game, and we didn't finish. And I kind of think that's a thing too. But it says something to character, fight, and wherewithal, the way the Bears come back and win. Back in the day, they used to call the Browns the cardiac kids, the Browns with Brian Sipe and some of them players. They had this. So this is way back for some of you young cats that don't know. The Browns was legitimate at one time. They had an MVP in Brian Sipe when they was calling the cardiac kids, early 80s.
Yeah,
and they won games like you see the Bears winning games now. And I think the NFL is better when the Bears are good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, hey, Caleb Williams is nice. He's the truth. And his completion percentage, you said was 24-48. He has a low completion percentage, but Caleb Williams, he misses some throws, but he takes a lot of shots too.
Yeah.
So I'm not as much worried about his completion percentage as I am about his big play capability. You know what I mean? Because he'll throw the ball down the field. I bet I bet his air pass yards averages is high.
Yeah.
You know,
He's top 5 in the league, Tate. He's top 5.
Okay, I didn't know.
He's
I
top
just
5 in the league.
the eye test tell me that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Al Harris, I think it's a perfect storm between Al and Ben. Al has made this defense turnover happy. They get turnovers. They're swiping for the ball. They're punching for the ball. Nashawn Wright was the leader in interceptions this year. And, you know, he was a Cowboy last year. We had him. We were saying he wasn't worth a wooden nickel. And he goes down there with Al Harris and continues to develop, and you see it. So I think that in having a middle of the road defense has really helped build Ben Johnson this year. But talk to me, Tate, man. Talk to me. G, talk to me about this game, bro. 31-27, the Bears beat the Packers.
So a couple of things. First of all, the Bears won in spite of their coach. Ben Johnson took a couple of gambles, man.
I agree, Big-G. He almost he almost got too much Dan Campbell in him.
Yeah. In spite of their coach, they won that game, right? Second point, the Green Bay Packers kicker needs to be fired today. There's no way that he should continue as the kicker for the Green Bay Packers. You literally lost the game. You missed an extra point, and you missed a field goal that would at least have that game and where the Bears would have had to get the score to tie, let alone it wouldn't have been no win situation. So you cost them, all right? Third thing is, and you got to give credit where credit's due, Caleb Williams is growing up in front of our eyes. And if this is where he's at now, because I was dogging Caleb. I was like, he's the 5th best quarterback in that draft class. He's this, that, and this. Caleb has shown that he can play good in playoff football. And that's what matters. What matters is if you're a quarterback and you play well during playoff football, then you're saying I have arrived concerning the National Football League. Hey, Caleb played great. Caleb played, you know.
I like his statement. The boy said you earn your money during the year, you earn your name during the playoffs. That was a dope statement. You know, you talking that cash money. And to Tate's point, it was really funny, Tate. I seen a meme where they were looking at him and like it was a Spider-Man meme. They were looking at him. It was Ben Johnson, and then they wiped the glasses, they put it back on, and then it was Dan Campbell. I was rolling. I was that was funny.
Because his play calling, if it wasn't for Caleb bailing him out, because he bailed him out multiple times, there was some play calls. I was like, what is this? This play didn't know. So, I mean, I understand it's Ben Johnson. I get that. But that quarterback bailed him out, man. And that's what matters. Caleb is showing that he does well in playoffs. Now, who they get in the second round? Because remember, I'm telling you, matchups matter. So we're going to see who he's matched up against in the second round, because I'm going to tell you what. Whoever they get in the second round, they can't start as slow as they did like the Packers, because they will lose. You're not going to be up 21-7 and expect to win. It's not going to happen. Not in the second round of playoffs. It's not happening.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's going to be Philly or the Rams.
Yeah. And either one of them, they can't start slow. If the Rams get up on them or Philly get up on them, it's adios muchachos.
The Rams get up on them, it's a wrap. They're not going to look back.
I personally feel that the Rams is a better matchup for them.
I do too.
Because Philadelphia does more of what Green Bay does at a better rate. Philadelphia does the same stuff Green Bay does. It's just they're better at what they do.
And Philly got a bone to pick, because they came to their house, Chicago did, and beat Philly.
Yep.
So I think Philly could be on the payback mission if that's what happened.
Yeah, the Rams is a better matchup for them. If I'm a
Chicago
Bear fan,
if that happens, you get to see a Rams Seattle matchup number 3 too. We know all them games was good.
Exactly. So I truly believe that if I'm a Bears fan, I want to see the Eagles pull this game out. I want to see Philadelphia. I want Philly to come to Chicago, because I want to see the San Francisco pull this out, and I would rather have the Rams come to Chicago versus Philadelphia. Because if Philadelphia comes to Chicago, that's going to be a problem, in my opinion, Tate. I don't know about what Mod is thinking, what other folks are thinking, but I just don't think it's a good matchup. But like I said, shout out to Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams did an outstanding job. He's grown up. And Tate, Now, based on what he's done, more information, year 2, what he's done in the playoffs, he's moved himself to me within the number 1 or 2 quarterback of that draft class. We got to see what Drake May and Bo Nix does. But he's definitely up there with Jaden Daniels. He's definitely up there with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, and I think I was at the barbershop. I said, I mean, we're talking about that. I think so far the only one that's unproven is J.J. McCarthy. He's played the least.
Yeah.
But Bo Nix in his second year in the playoffs, I ain't saying that he's super dope number-wise, nothing like that, but he's 2 years in the playoffs, first 2 years.
Yeah.
Drake May in contention for MVP. Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year last year, probably would have been top 5 in MVP voting last year.
Facts.
And now Caleb Williams, look what he did when he got a new coach in the building. Bye-bye, Eberflus. Got Ben Johnson in the building, and that's something you got the NFC North got to deal with for the next 10 years probably.
And they got hell of a weapons. Luther Burden is a dog. Roma Duze is a dog. Loveland is a dog. DJ Moore is a dog. They got 2 running backs. Yeah, yeah. Chicago's on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you guys. I think the only persons who can get in Chicago's way is Chicago, and they're gonna have to keep a good defense because again, when you think about Caleb, like Tate said, Caleb's gonna take chances. He's gonna take. That's just the type of quarterback he is, and you're gonna have to have a defense who's inept at taking the ball away and getting extra possession so that Caleb's chances won't hurt him, right? You know what I'm saying?
And like you say that, but you think about it, that's what a young Patty Mahomes was doing too.
Facts.
That same style of play.
Yep. And they had to build the defense up around them. See, that's the next move for the Bears. Remember, I told you, I said, you got to, in order to, I think it's going back to the way it used to be, where you had to beat the champ. You know, you had to beat the guy. So you got to face adversity. So the adversity, what it does is show you where you're weak and where you need to build strength. So the next maturation for the Chicago Bears is the building of the defensive side of the football. They should spend a lot of draft capital and a lot of free agent money in building their defense because that's the next maturation because you got your franchise quarterback. Now you got to build that defense up to go.
Agreed. So the next game we have is the Buffalo Bills go into Jacksonville, going to Duval. What was up with that pool? Like the swimming pool and the people in the pool.
It's been there since they built the stadium. It's been there since they built the stadium.
It's been there.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't know this, man, because that was crazy to me. I was like, this is ridiculous. But the Bills beat Jacksonville and Duval 27-24. Hard game. Josh Allen, 28-35, 273, 1 touchdown running and 1 touchdown passing. Trevor Lawrence, 18 of 30, 207, 3 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. James Cook was held to 46 yards. That's crazy. And Travis Etienne, 10 carries, 67 yards. Parker Washington, 7 catches, 107, 1 TD.
And he went out the game for a little while, too. Yeah.
And Khalid Shakur, 12 catches, 82 yards. Talk to me about this Big G, man.
Well, I mean, the thing is, in my opinion, Josh Allen is our generation's John Elway, or this generation's John Elway. He has to carry a team in order for them to be in position to win. And as so far, he's shown that he can do it because he don't have weapons. Now, when Elway finally got weapons, Elway started destroying people, right? So he's got 2 tight ends, but he ain't got no wide receivers. And you can make Buffalo one-dimensional. You can make them to where, okay, Allen's got to scramble around because you can take the run away from him. And that's exactly what's Jacksonville's game plan. The issue was that Jacksonville went for it on the 4th down. Trevor Lawrence didn't get it. He got stopped. They went for it again on a 4th down, and they got stopped. Now, I'm not going to say those were bad coaching decisions because those were momentum builders because they were like, man, if we get these 2 first downs, we're in position to get points, and then that changes the game, the trajectory of the football game. But I like Jacksonville, but I said they were going to be one and done. But Josh Allen is an MVP player. And right now, he's John Elway. He's got to carry him. I don't know how far that's going to get him because I think you just got to be really good in the playoffs to do that. But there's nobody in the last 10 years that's been John Elway-ish except for Josh Allen because he doesn't have the names or the players or the people that you normally expect a Super Bowl team, a team that is trying to make it to a Super Bowl, have in order to win. And they ain't got it, Tate. That's not in my opinion. They ain't got it, bro. That's not what I see. But congratulations to Buffalo. Tate, it's on you, bro.
Yeah, man, I agree with a lot of what you said. That's a good comp, Josh Allen and John Elway. And we know John Elway's first 7-8 years, he wasn't making no noise either. I mean, he lost his first 3 Super Bowls, and you make mention Big-G had to get some weapons. I mean, now I think I know and you know, and the football savants know, right? But I bet 80% of people couldn't name who John Elway's wide receivers was on the Super Bowl winning teams, his starting wide receivers.
Nope.
You know?
Nope.
But
they might be able to name Shannon Sharp. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say they got a running back and a tight end, Shannon Sharp, Terrell Davis. You know what I mean? Now I know the receivers was Rod Smith and McCaffrey. Yeah.
Yep.
But they wasn't like game-changing receivers. They probably was top 30 receivers in the league.
Yep.
So the John Elway, like LeBron in his prime in basketball. Like LeBron in his prime in basketball. Josh Allen is the system.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's the system. I had no doubt, as much back and forth as that was, 10-7, 13-10, all tight. Long as it was tight like that, Josh Allen was going to win that game. That was just my opinion. Jacksonville didn't play bad. Jacksonville's a better team than I probably thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they played well, but they just ran into that guy, you know, which we're talking backstage, Big G. And I might lean in with you now and agree with you. You trying to avoid Josh Allen as much as possible.
Yeah. He's the only quarterback that puts fear in you, that can actually beat you. He's the only one. Bo Nix can't beat you. Drake May can't beat you. He's the only one that can beat you.
But you don't fear them. You would try stuff with them. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I think, and we'll break it down when we get to it, but I think I'm for the Patriots tonight because Patriots winning mean Pittsburgh go to Denver and Buffalo and New England will play.
No, if the Patriots win,
Buffalo go to Denver. Pittsburgh go to New England.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, if the Patriots win.
Yeah, so because I would like a home game, but like you say, man, you want to avoid Josh Allen for long as possible.
Yeah, because Josh Allen will go to Denver and bust their grill. Josh Allen will run into Denver in a mile high and bust their grill. Believe me, he will, bro. You know, and so that puts us in position to where, you know, we take it one at a time, but we possibly could be in position to have to face Josh Allen for a right to go to the Super Bowl. And, you know, I get that. I get that.
I'm going to say something. I have learned to like Brady, okay? But Tony Romo is one of the most accurate commentators that you can have listening. The man diagnosed plays before they happen and help you to understand the game of football. I don't see what you would dislike. Now, if you would have said Troy Aikman, I'd have said, yeah, you probably right. Mute that joker. But Tony
or
Romo,
Curb Herbstreit, get him out of here too.
Really?
Traitor.
Traitor. The only one that totally get on my nerves is Chris Collinsworth. I mean,
he really get on my nerves.
Get
him out of
here. They had to send their B team because Brady and Kevin Barnhart got this Eagles 49ers game, but the commentator with Greg Olsen yesterday for the Panthers Rams was trash, but we don't got to hear them no more. But you know, I didn't like them. But yeah, just finishing up on the Bills, I had something to say, but I guess I'm done. I don't remember now. But
Gabe Davis gone though. Gabe Davis out of it's adios muchachos for him, bro.
Yeah, Gabe is gone, man.
He ain't playing no more.
So
I'm talking about this season. It's gone. He gone.
Yeah, and so is Kittle. That you saw it. His Achilles gone.
I still at this point think Kittle going home anyway though, so he had time to relax. You don't want to pick the 49ers, man.
Yeah. Me and Tate ain't missed the game yet.
Well, I did. I picked the Packers. They let me down.
I picked the diabolical Bears. I couldn't believe I did it.
Turned out to be a good pick, but when they was up 21 at halftime, I bet both y'all thought y'all was gonna lose that one.
I was panicking, but I ain't missed one yet.
Yes, you did. You picked Carolina.
No way.
He ain't picked Carolina.
No way. Stop that smoke. No, heck no, I didn't pick no Carolina.
Right,
I ain't missed none.
You ain't missed none. Okay, cool.
Hell no. No, hell no.
No.
But I picked the Chargers, and like that's gonna be my catch-up game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So San Francisco 49ers right now are losing 10-13. Philadelphia is got 13. San Fran got 10. Brock Purdy 11 of 18, 183, 1 touchdown. Jalen Hurts 11 of 17, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Brock Purdy's the leading rusher at 3 carries, 16 yards. DeMarcus Robinson 5 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
He out there killing them.
Yeah, Saquon 17 carries, 78 yards. Devontae Smith 4 catches, 26 yards. Talk to me about this, Tate, man. Talk to me. What's going on? We watching the game real time, and McCaffrey with a big run here. But talk to me, man.
It's one of them grinded out games, physical, 13-10. But man, the fireworks going to start in the fourth quarter because it was 13-10 in Jacksonville for the longest. That was a slugfest. Then the defenses get tired, right?
Yep.
And the offense starts to take over. But as far as this game goes, it's playing out about like I thought. I mean, Saquon got 80 yards, and we still got 11 minutes left in the third quarter. So I think he's gonna pop something else. And I think it was the first drive, the big play to DeMarcus Robinson 62-yard reception that kind of got San Francisco down into the high red zone, allowed them to run a few more plays and get a touchdown. That 7 points was because Philly smashed the run like the whole first series.
Yep. Facts.
That big play to Robinson got them down in scoring range. They were able to get a touchdown, but they ain't done much since then. And I anticipate that Philly's still gonna pull this game. Interception right there, Brock Purdy. Yeah, Philly about to go ahead and start closing it out right now. I just
seen it. I swear I was going to let you say it, Tate, because I was like, yep, adios.
Yep. Oh, adios. The boy Mitchell from Toledo. Shout out 419.
Hey, Quignon.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, I was sitting here shaking my head, you guys. McCaffrey get beat up, man. I mean, he takes punishment. You know what I'm saying? McCaffrey just like, I mean, you see him, he got gauze in his nose,
Yeah, because they done bloodied up his nose. See somebody done punched him. Yeah. Hey, but listen, but they don't have no weapons.
Yeah.
Ricky Pearsall didn't play. Kittle's out. I mean, what are they supposed to do? Brandon Ayuk? I mean, listen, but that speaks to them, regardless of what anybody says. And this is just my opinion. Shanahan is the best coach in the NFL. Shanahan gets the most, man, they a mash unit. They done lost like 6-7 defensive starters, 4-5 offensive starters, and they just keep winning and winning and winning. Shanahan is a beast, bro. Shanahan, like, he's a straight up beast. I give him all credit as of right now. It's because his system and the way that he runs systematically, like defensive schemes, offensive play calling, you don't know what's coming at you, bro. And that speaks volumes to Shanahan. Without Shanahan, the 49ers suck. Remember when what you call it was their coach? Yeah, Mike Singletary was their coach, and they, now they was all right with Harbaugh. They was all right with Harbaugh. But without Shanahan, they boo-boo. They big boo-boo. So Shanahan, but the Eagles will blow it because Sirianni is so crazy. I mean, Doug, how you gonna start fighting with one of your players because he don't make a catch? I mean, that's diabolical. Why is you starting smoke? Leave AJ Brown the hell alone. Let him keep his head in the game.
I don't know about that because I know AJ Brown apt to say go over there on the sideline and say something. So we don't know if Sirianni was responding or he going to him about a catch or not making a catch. AJ Brown been crying all year.
Yeah, he has.
And that's why I say after this playoff run, he out of Philly.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. They're going to either trade him or he's going to opt out. He's going to get himself.
At the draft time, they'd take a third-round pick for him just to get rid of the headache.
If they take a third round, they need to be fired. Somebody need to be fired. You get no less than a second. No less than a second for him, man. No less.
Well, you like that, but you got to take his contract and everything, though. So I'm just saying, if it came down to it, they're not going to hold him in their locker room for another year and he's going to be a cancer. They would take a third if that's the highest they could get. They're going to get rid of him.
Yeah. I feel it for sure.
Would y'all take him down there in Pittsburgh?
Nah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I would.
Hell yeah. For a third? Run it. Run it.
But then you got to pay. Now you're paying 2 receivers $30 million. and then he already crying about not getting the ball. Then you got him and DK. I mean, I like the look of it where they go with the bully ball and everything in Pittsburgh, but I don't. I think I'd rather just use my first or second round pick and bring in a guy and pay him less and allocate money other places.
Man, if we get that dude for a third, run that contract, bro. We figure it out. We'll figure, because the salary cap for Gay is fake anyway. We'll figure this out. For a third, AJ Brown and DK, and we gonna draft one. Shit. Come on with it. Come on with it.
What about the headache, man?
So what? Rodgers can, because listen, if we make a certain type of run and Rodgers comes back, you give Rodgers AJ and DK? Oh my God. Somebody is getting cracked. Somebody, I don't know who. I'll take it. I'll take that.
Lee. I think DK got less crash out potential.
He do. AJ's issue is he wants the ball. He wants that football, man. And I understand. I mean, as far as body type and potential, he's definitely a top 5 receiver. But
I'll tell you, deal him to some place like New Orleans.
Or even the Patriots. They need a weapon. Let Vrabel deal with him.
Yeah,
if you go to the Patriots, that's dangerous.
Yeah,
that's dangerous.
Someplace like that where they don't. They got.
That's dangerous.
They got a receiver.
I don't want him over there.
They don't have
Keep
a number one. Yeah.
Keep him in the NFC. By any means necessary. You stay in the NFC. You stay down there. Don't come back to the AFC. You're a problem. Yeah.
Hey man, look. So, the next game we're still on this one. The next game is the Chargers and the Patriots tonight, and then of course the Steelers tomorrow. But out of the playoff teams that lost, man, like who's coming back next year? Do you think that the Packers will be? The one thing I got to say about the Packers, and one of the chatters said this earlier, the Packers defense need work. It need work. Even if you get Michael Parsons back, they need some work, man. They need some help, because I watched it with my own eyes at AT&T Stadium. They gave it up to Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
But they got a lot of injuries, Ma. They got a lot of injuries.
Okay.
Now, outside of Micah, they got a lot of injuries.
Okay.
A lot of injuries.
Who's hurt? Let me know who's hurt.
They whole defensive backfield. They was missing 2 dudes from the back end and Michael Parsons.
I think that's the biggest thing I see about Green Bay's defense is the secondary. Yeah. I think you get Micah back. I like that boy Vanessa. I like their linebackers with Walker and the dude that played the middle out of Mississippi State, Jones or Emmett Jones or something like that. I like him. I think they need work in the secondary, but you can draft that.
Yeah.
You can draft that. You spend 2 of your first 3 like Philly did last year.
Yep.
You spend 2 of your first 3 picks and they right back at it. They offense set.
I mean, Cooper DeJean and Quignon was first team All-Pro, both of them.
Hey, speaking of draft, I thank Green Bay. I'd like to thank Green Bay for their contribution to our draft. Them losing today gave us the number 20 pick in this draft. So we have number 12 and number 20. And if Carolina would have won, we would have had 12 and 19. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
What you gonna do with it? That's the issue. What you going because
if you
the guys that you want won't be there.
Yes,
the guys y'all want is Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese, Jordan Love. You got to go up to go get one of them.
We don't really need it. We got the running back situation covered. You know what I would love to see us do? I would love to take 20 and trade back.
Makes sense.
I would love to take 20 and trade back.
Get more capital. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys the Cowboys need Caleb Downs, best defensive back on the board, regardless of position. Safety or corner, he number 1. Arvell Reese, best linebacker on the board. Those are the guys that the Cowboys, they need a player like that.
I'll agree. Listen, Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, the other linebacker y'all have, Hill from Texas.
Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles will be there.
The cornerback from LSU.
No, he got
the edge from Texas Tech. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Bailey will be there. Bailey will be there.
There's a lot we need. But I'm talking about with the 12 pick, That's where the 12th pick, we stay and we pick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We stay and we pick right there. But that 20th, because of the Green Bay loss today, I love it. I appreciate it. And I think what you do is you turn that into 2 picks, G. I think you trade back and then you get a second round pick for that. You know what I'm saying?
I think you put them together and get a third with it and go get Caleb Downs. Y'all, Caleb Downs would solve the Dallas Cowboys issues in a lot of ways. Caleb Downs is better than Darren Woodson. Caleb Downs is going to be a top 5 safety maybe ever. That's where he's at from a potential standpoint. Caleb Downs is unbelievable. So you go get the new Darren Woodson. He's clean. He knows how to play football. He's the smartest player on the football field at all times. You get him at safety, man, you're solving a lot of stuff, bro.
Can we say potential? You do that a lot, Big G. You said top 5 ever. I'm thinking about Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, I mean,
he's in that trajectory.
Potential then.
Yeah. He's in that trajectory. He's like that.
Tell me. You Tate and G, tell me. Where you got Las Vegas Raiders picking 1.
Mendoza.
New York Jets picking 2.
Simpson. Whatever quarterback is there, they're gonna take a quarterback.
Oh,
Simpson or Moore.
I think Dante Moore played himself into coming back to school.
He should.
If he had a good game, they would have took him because he would have left. But now he played himself into coming back to school. Ty Simpson is in the draft, but I don't think he's second pick worthy. If I'm the Jets, I trade back and bring in a veteran. I go after Malik Willis or something. I mean, the Justin Fields experiment failed. Justin Fields would have been better off staying in Pittsburgh, even if he played behind Aaron Rodgers on the low. He'd have learned more and been ready to succeed. Now you went, lost your job to Tyrod Taylor, then playing behind that boy, whatever his name is from Missouri, that was not that good. You know, they never brought you back. So
it's quarterback needy draft. It's quarterback needy draft. So quarterback's going to go.
I think you punt on the quarterback, and I think the Jets will punt on the quarterback this year because you're going to have a ton of them in next year's draft.
You get somebody go opposite of Garrett Wilson, or you trade back. Somebody. Well, see, I don't know if somebody want to trade up to get Ty Simpson though.
That's my point. That's my point.
I think Willis would be a good option for the Jets, but let's say who else would the Jets pick outside of quarterback?
Caleb Downs
at 2.
Caleb, or Bain. It's Bain or Downs. It's Bain or Downs at 2. Bain is a monster.
I like Bain. Bain is a monster.
Okay, so Arizona Cardinals 3.
They need a quarterback.
Yeah. Now they might take Ty Simpson. They might trade back, but somebody got one Ty Simpson to trade. You only trade up for a quarterback,
right? They need a quarterback. So Arizona, I would say Simpson.
I can see a situation where teams just stay put and make their pick because I don't see nobody want to trade up for the second best quarterback in the draft.
I don't see nobody trading up in this top 10. I don't
only
see
if Dante Moore. Up. Only if Dante Moore jumps in. If Dante Moore jumps in, then that changes the game.
Okay, so then you got the Tennessee Titans at 4.
They're taking a wide receiver.
They need a wide receiver.
Carnell Tate.
You got the New York Giants at 5. They need a wide receiver.
Wide receiver too. I was in Neighbors. I think that's where Tate go.
Yeah, I say Lemon or Tyson from Arizona State. One of those two.
Then you got
I see to me, you can trade back to get that.
You can. And you got the Cleveland Browns at 6.
Hell, they need defense.
They got to get a weapon.
Arvell Reese is they pick.
Yeah, they would take Reese just because he there. Yeah, but what they need is a weapon though.
I think that's where Arvell Reese goes. I'm in total. And then Washington Commanders, I think they go defense too. I think they go defense as well.
If Arvell Reese don't go to he going to the Commanders. If he don't go at that, he going to that pick. But I think they would draft that kid out of Texas Tech. I think that they would. And then who's 9?
Or Bain, if Bain. So 8, 9, and 10 are all going offense. The Saints, Kansas City, and the Bengals. Kansas City's gonna get a offensive
Jordan
lineman.
Jordan Love going to Kansas City. Book it. That's a setup for the wet up.
Julian Love, I agree.
Julian, the running back for Notre Dame, going to Kansas City.
I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. He going there.
And the Saints are gonna go offense. They have to. They got nobody.
They might. They got Chris Olave and they solved their quarterback.
And they like Jawan Johnson.
Yeah, they got Jawan Johnson, Chris Olave, and they solved their quarterback.
You don't overdraft just because that's what you need when you picking in the top 10.
Correct.
Correct. You pick one of the best players on the board. You don't just, we need offensive weapon. I'm taking them at 8. No, you don't do that.
And that's
top
facts,
10. You getting game changing players. You take that.
That's facts. And Tim's right. The
Bengals
go defense.
Right. The Bengals are gonna go defense.
Yeah, they're going defense.
So we think Caleb Downs will probably go to the Bengals.
Caleb Downs been gone. Caleb Downs going top 5. He gone. Caleb Downs, Cornell Tate, and Arvell Reese are all going by the time you get to pick 10. They're all out of there.
The Bengals, the Bengals struggled against the run, and you tell me, I know the boy McDonald from Ohio State is coming out. He's a hell of a run stopper. Is he worth the pick there?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Not pre-draft evaluation. Once you have draft evaluation and if he's able to move up. But I would say right now, pre-draft evaluation, he's slotted between 21 and 27 as of right now. Could he move up? Absolutely. But right now, he's between 21 and 27. Good
question from KB, Mod.
So I'm gonna answer it. Basically he asked earlier, what we gonna do with George Pickens? I can tell you right now, he'll be a Cowboy next year. There are 2 options being explored. One, they were
franchise tag is one.
Yeah, franchise tag was one, but they were working on a deal to go ahead and Mulligataw's been busy. Let's just say that. He's been busy with the Cam Coleman and signing in college, and there's a lot of I think he has like 2 or 3 more college kids that he represents. But we're coming back to the table and we're going to look at it. But they were almost finished with a deal with George Pickens. They're going to sign him. He'll be a Cowboy again next year. I
just want to know how's that work? We're paying Dak, paying George, paying CD, and what happens because y'all got to get them corners off. But it's going to be dead money there too.
Good question. So there's almost $150 million that is about to be restructured. Terrence Steele gone. We're cutting him before the date. Gio tell me that date.
What's his coat post June 1 cap hit? Because you can't cut him till after June 1.
Yeah, and Terrence Steele can't make that much money.
Yeah, Terrence. No. G, you're right. That we're cutting Terrence Steele. Dak is getting restructured again. We've already cut Diggs. And that didn't cut. That was like $12 million against the cap, but it was nothing because we were set to pay him 24, right? So there was like 2 more of the play. Oh, we're restructuring the defensive lineman Clark. We're restructuring Quentin Williams' deal, and once that happens, it's $150 million in cap that we've got available at that point, so we'll be fine.
If the Cowboys designate Terrence Steele for a post-June 1 cap hit, it'll save $14 million in salary cap, but they'll have to absorb $4.125 million off of his original $18.125 million deal. If they cut him, they have to wait until June 1 to cut him. Yeah. Because if they cut him before June 1, that's $14 million on dead cap space.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is post-June 1. And what does that do for Pickens? Because Pickens probably is going to want a deal before June 1.
Well, no, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go. Like I said, there's I told you all of while you were looking, Quentin Williams' deal is going to get restructured. Clark's deal is going to get restructured. Dak's deal is going to get restructured again. CD's deal is going to get restructured. And all they're doing is filling those void years up. That's all they're doing, is just kind of moving money. But there's $150 million that'll be shifted to where they'll be open to be able to do what we need to do. Pickens is gonna get that bread. That is what it is.
Well, that's the thing about restructuring contracts. Most 99.9% of NFL players, when you restructure their contract, wants the money and signing bonus, which means they want it up front. So you can only absorb so much money per season against the cap. So you can't restructure 2-3 guys and pay them all that money in one season to give them that money up front, because it kills your cap for that year.
No. You're not understanding. With Dak and with CD, they sign these major deals, huge deals, right?
Okay.
So what they do is the money that they had front loaded or they had loaded into a year, they slide those into void years. They've already packed those void years into the deal, right?
Right, but you can't do, if you restructure, you have to pay them the money up front.
No,
it's in the signing bonus money.
It's not. G, I'm
telling you.
This is G. This is.
No, I know I'm a capologist, bro. I'm a capologist.
I've seen this 4 or 5 times and on X in different places, from Calvin Watkins to everybody who taught Cowboy knowledge. It's one of those things where the salary cap ain't real. They're able to stuff it in void years and make it to where we have available money to make.
Anytime you restructure a salary for a player, 99.999% of the time, the money is pushed into a bonus up front. You front load the contract. 99.99. They don't push it back because there's no guarantee that the player is going to make the money because of injuries and all whatever else. So what they do is they push all the money forwards and they give void years on the back end of the contract. That's what 99.999% of people do.
Yeah,
so they
You're right, still elite, kicking the can down the road. That's what it's doing.
They pay them up front a big amount of money,
but
it goes into that year against the cap, and then they take the rest of the contract and break it up later on down the year. That's what they do.
He said Pickens to be playing in Green Bay next year. I mean,
I doubt it.
Like we sending everybody to Green Bay.
I doubt that.
Everybody goes to Green Bay.
But I promise you this about GP. GP's not taking a dime less than $33 million.
I was asking, what is it? Is it 35? Well, I was thinking.
He's not taking a dime less than $33 million. Not a dime less.
I think we'll pay him 33, 34 and be happy with it.
And what's CD making right now? Would that put y'all past the Bengals receivers?
Let me see.
CD got to be making about 35. He was at the top of the market at one point.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
It won't put you past the Bengals because they making 70.
4 year 136, so 34 annually.
How much is the bonus?
So
you subtract that from away from the cap hit.
$38 million signing bonus is what he got.
Okay. Yeah, so you subtract that away from the cap hit. Yeah, so see what I'm saying? That's how, bro, I'm telling you, I didn't used to be on cap like that. But I understand because I was the person that said that the cap's solid. No, it's not. The cap can be manipulated, but to manipulate it, you got to give people money up front. That's the only way to do it. Because NFL players ain't taking void years just based on injury. If they get hurt, they're hit. They don't get no money. So they want their bread up front. Give me my money up front, and then we can kick the rest of whatever percentage you have that's going to negotiate your cap in the right percentage further down the road. But I want my money up front.
So real quick, so we can get off this, because I want to talk about the Steelers game before we go and hit it. So this is the numbers from I went and found the article so that I can make sure you understand what I'm saying. Restructuring Dak's deal is going to be 24 to 31 million for 2026, right? Restructure of CD Lamb's deal is 18 to 19 million. Restructuring Tyler Smith's deal is $17 million in savings. We cut Diggs, so we got 12 million back. Terrence Steele, we releasing him post June 1, like you said. That's going to give us back $8.75 million. And we're restructuring Osa and getting $12 million back from that. And Jake and Deron Bland, we're restructuring them, and we're going to get about $4 or $5 million a piece from them, which is going to give us over $100 million to go shopping and hunting with.
Yeah, that gets you about right 102, 104. I was counting while you were doing it.
Yeah. So give us about 100 mil.
But we got to talk about Patriots Chargers too, though.
Yeah, yep. We'll do that.
Call for the super
if the Steelers lose, should Tomlin be replaced? I got an answer for that one, but I'm gonna let my guys go first, unless y'all want me to go.
Go ahead, you can go.
No, for what? It's not time for a different voice yet. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I hear what people are saying about Tomlin. I get it. I get it. But there's some good coaches out here, but none that's done accomplish what Tomlin has. That's like saying it amazes me how people be pushing Dungy and all of these really good coaches out of the league for the game changing on them, and their assistants, they just didn't find the right one. They didn't find the assistants until it was time. And I just think that it's time for Tomlin to part ways with Arthur and get a better offensive coordinator in there. I definitely think, that he's going to have to do some different talking to the team, but it's not time to get rid of Tomlin yet. It's not time to get rid of Tomlin. That's just in my opinion. He's a really good coach. Tate, what you think, man?
No, I don't think they'll get rid of him. That's strong language right there, get rid of him. I think if Tomlin if they lose bad, not Tomlin, the Steelers, players get coaches fired. If the Steelers lose bad like they had been the past few years, few playoff games, then yeah, if they, go out the defense, give up 299 yards rushing to Houston or something crazy like that, then you got to talk. But I think if Tomlin go, Aaron Rodgers definitely gone, Cam Hayward definitely gone, Arthur Smith is going to go too, and Terrell Austin going to go. You starting all brand new. So when you think you was ready to lose, and you might even trade TJ Watt, you really going to bottom out. And I hope y'all ready for that. You complain about being 10-7 in the playoffs, but when your ass 3-13 and you down there with the number one pick, hoping to get a quarterback in that can get some quarterback we hope be good. You know what I mean? Hey, be careful what you're asking for, because you just might get it.
G.
Mike Tomlin won't go anywhere.
Hold up. Tim Lyons. Smith ruined the Falcons and then continued Canada's offense.
Let me say this off what Tim said and what Ma said, get rid of Smith. Back Canada's last year, the Steelers was 30 in offense. Then last year, Smith first year, they went to 18th. This year, they like 16 or 15. So it's been a marketed improvement since he's been there. And we know they've been really deficient with a number 2 wide receiver. And I think Arthur Smith is doing a decent job. We don't have the explosives and all that you want to see because we don't have the personnel for so.
So you think it's a personnel problem, not a coaching problem?
Man, we got DK Metcalf in the wide receiver room, and that's all. The offensive line's playing better. We got young talent in the offensive line room. They graded the past month? They graded like in the top 5, didn't they, Big-G, the line?
They did.
Yeah,
they absolutely did. I saw that.
Top eight from from November, whatever, all the way to January, whatever. Top 8.
Okay, so they're playing better. I like the running back with Warren and Gainwell. And you still ain't seen what Caleb Johnson got yet. The tight ends, you're going to bring Washington back. And I think Freiermuth, maybe you try to see if you can do something with Jonnu Smith, because Freiermuth for Washington is enough at 1-2. You keep Cam Hayward around for 3. The only thing you need is another wide receiver to make the offense more explosive, man. I'm telling you. Arthur Smith is a good play call. If you go from 30 to 18 to 15 offensively with them weapons, you're doing good.
That's facts. I agree.
Josh Allen has trash cans with great coaches.
Joe Brady's a good coach, but Josh Allen has Josh Allen. Let's not get this twisted.
Yeah.
Josh Allen has Josh Allen.
Facts.
Oh my God.
Facts.
G, talk to him.
So Mike Tomlin, let me be perfectly clear. Mike Tomlin is going to leave on his own recognizance. He's going to make the decision in time to determine when he's ready to go. Be it if it's this offseason, next offseason, or the offseason after that. Mike Tomlin is tied hand and foot with the Rooney family. The Rooney family supported him win, lose, or draw. So Tomlin, to walk out the building, is going to be on Tomlin's recognizance. It's not going to be because he's fired. It's not going to be because there's pressure coming. It's not going to be at the draft talking about fire Tomlin. That's not going to do it for him. Mike Tomlin will walk out on his own recognizance when he's good and damn ready to walk out of the building. Now, if he has a playoff run this year, if he wins 1 or 2 games, could he look at it, say, maybe, yeah. But if he loses, he's damn for sure going to want to come back, and he's going to try to convince some of them wily old veterans to come back with him, including Cam Hayward, including T.J. Watt, and including Aaron Rodgers. Let's be clear. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have top 5 free agent money without restructuring anything, and they have 12 draft picks in the 2026 draft. This is a golden opportunity to build the franchise and put them in position to where you're ready to insert the franchise quarterback moving forward and win. So whether people believe it or not, Mike Tomlin is not going to leave just because something happened one way or another. Is he due for a playoff win? You better believe it. He's due. And I'm going to be clear about this too. Let's not act like there's no other person on this planet that can coach the Pittsburgh Steelers. There are plenty of people that would do a good job at coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers. There are plenty. But the issue is Mike Tomlin is our current head coach. So because he's our current head coach, and I'm looking at it from an optimistic standpoint versus a pessimistic standpoint, I'm rolling with my coach. And when he's tired of coaching, he'll leave. He'll leave. But as of now, no.
What a play, you guys. What a play real quick. The 49ers just scored on a pass from Jennings, the wide receiver, on a pitch back. And you know who caught it? Mr. Everything. McCaffrey.
They hit him with a reverse wheel route.
Hey, and McCaffrey wide slap open.
With a reverse wheel route.
Go ahead, Tate.
Big G.
Mm-hmm.
If Tom was going right now with the coaches available at the top of the market, who would you want? I mean, is anybody up there better than Tom? Because if Tomlin was let go by the Steelers Tuesday morning, he would jump to the top of the list ahead of Harbaugh of available coaches.
Right. So, but I'm saying it based on trajectory of next coaches. We act like he's not the only person that can coach the Steelers. You could get a Shula, you could get a Kubiak, you could get a Joe Brady. You could get a guy like that to come in and coach the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? I'm not going to act like he's not the only guy that can coach the Steelers. However, based on our current trajectory.
I'm not saying he's the only guy. I'm saying what's better? What's going to send the Steelers in a better – it's going to send them in a different direction. What's going to send them in a better direction?
Hold up, fellas. I have to – this is Matrix worthy. Got to send him. I got to send him. Y'all ready? I got to send him.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Tate.
Crazy, man. You right. I am crazy.
Listen.
But oh well, you got gold and you got gold.
All right. He had to get all three of them.
I'm just saying that as a Steeler fan, based on our current team, Mike Tomlin is the best option. But is there somebody else who cannot coach the Pittsburgh Steelers? Absolutely not. There can be another coach. It will send us in a different direction. Whether it's good or bad, we won't know until that person's inserted. But let's be clear about the Steelers organization. We've had 3 coaches in 60 damn years. We don't change over coaches. So normally any coach that comes into the organization puts us in position to be successful. So I'm quite sure the next man up will be successful as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. But right now, Mike Tomlin is our coach. See, all that speculation and all, that's because people want him out as the coach. That doesn't matter. We're talking about what he's doing currently right now. And based on what he has in place concerning his contract, concerning what he has with the with the Rooney family and ties to the organization, and based on what we'll have with money and draft capital next year, I highly doubt that Mike Tomlin will not return as the head football coach in 2026. Could he? And if he does, that'll be because he chooses to, not because somebody forces him out or fire Tomlin that's not going to happen. That's what I'm saying about. But when Tomlin's tenure's up, his tenure's up. Hell, we didn't know who Mike Tomlin was when they hired him. Remember, we had Bill Cowher. Bill Cowher was going to Super Bowls and winning Super Bowls and being successful. And then we're like, who in the hell is Mike Tomlin? Well, 18, 19 years later, it is what it is. So that's why I'm saying that you can never, you don't know who the next guy is until it's the next guy. But I will never say that Tomlin's the only guy that can coach the Steelers. Tate, I agree with you. It'll send us in a different direction. How that looks, I don't know. No one knows. So, but let's get to that bridge when we get there. Right now, Mike Tomlin's our head football coach. So let's do what we need to do with Mike Tomlin being our head football coach. That's all I'm saying.
Love it, G. Hey, so the last game, we'll talk about this. Hey, Tate, I'll let you take the lead. Los Angeles Chargers are going to New England to play the Patriots. Patriots are 14-3. Chargers are 11-6. That is the last game tonight. Talk to me about that, man. Set that up, Tate.
To me, I think it's a great matchup. I think you get the coaching matchup. I mean, Harbaugh's a Michigan guy, Vrabel's Ohio State guy. They both hard-nosed, tough, old-school coaches.
Facts.
You get the talent and the pedigree of Justin Herbert, along with matching up against Drake May, who looks like a similar guy to Justin Herbert. You know what I mean? Two of the prototypical style quarterbacks, size, arm strength, mobility, everything you want. I just think that as far as this game goes, it's going to be a close game, going to be a physical game. I just think the Chargers have more playmakers. You know, I mean, the Patriots. Now, man, Travion Henderson could be a playmaker, do something way different.
Facts.
But he the only one on that team that worries me.
Yeah.
That worries me. I go overlook the Chargers. I got the boy Hampton.
He's hurt. He might not play, Tate.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at him if he does play. They got not McCaffrey. What's McConkey?
Yeah.
McConkey. They got Johnson. They still got the old savvy Keenan Allen. They got that tight end, Rondé Gadsden. I mean, you know, and they play defense, and I'm not worried about the Patriots explosives. I think I just got to make Drake May beat me from the pocket. Don't let him get out, you know, on bootlegs and rollouts and use his legs. Maintain your rush integrity and make him beat you from the pocket with. I mean, they got Stephon Diggs. I guess I can't leave him out, but shut down Stephon Diggs and make him beat you from the pocket. And I think the Chargers can pull off a victory. But it's going to be a very good game. I'm looking forward to it after we see what happens with this game.
Yeah. Agreed.
Big G. He said, Damon Washington, 8279. I agree with Big G. Tomlin knows his team with Aaron Rodgers or a receiver and a Mike linebacker away from number 7.
I think they're a left guard, a green dot middle linebacker, a wide receiver 2, and maybe another safety away from pulling it off.
Can you beat Seattle?
Can who beat Seattle?
Can Pittsburgh in its current state beat Seattle?
If we got to the Super Bowl, absolutely we could beat them. But that's saying a lot. We got to go through the gauntlet in AFC. We got to go through the gauntlet. Absolutely we could.
You're tough. I've said this to Steelers fans, and I'll say this to you guys again. The only test in this playoffs for you guys, to me, is the Houston Texans. It's the only test. You get past
every game a test.
Every game a test, bro.
You get past Houston. Nobody is out physicaling y'all. Not happening. Especially with the vets that y'all got. The vets turn it up a notch when they get into the playoffs, right?
I will.
Everybody else, New England's a young team. Denver's a young team. When you're looking at these guys, you definitely can beat the Chargers. The Chargers are the most fraudulent team.
The Chargers smashed us. I think that's the only game this year Pittsburgh really didn't show up. Now we lost to Seattle, but that's giving them a touchdown and playing them in a tough game. You know, that was early in the season. So I mean, we competed with Seattle. We was up on Green Bay, was a playoff team in the first half. We was up on Buffalo in the first half.
I think Seattle's going to win the NFC, right? And so that's why I ask you, if you think you can beat Seattle, you can win number 7 this year. You just got to beat Houston.
It's all based on matchups, man. It's who you catch when you catch them, right? And that's for the NFC and the AFC. It's who the matchup will dictate what. There's two parts: the matchup, the play of the quarterback, and three things, and the play of special teams. Those three things will make you sink and swim. We've already seen that this year in the playoff. The matchup, the play of the quarterback, and special teams. Those three things will sink or swim you. So it depends on the matchups. The matchups is what matter. You got the matchups is what matters with everything. So I'm a Steelers fan that's saying take it one at a time. The most important thing is Houston right now.
Of course, you
I
take
agree.
it one at a time.
I want to just follow up on the homie Tim's comment. I mean, look what the Browns did to y'all week 1. The Browns got a hell of a defense, so I agree. But I think the Steelers can run the ball against the Texans. I think that's part of the plan. And with DK being back inserted into an offense that played well last week, I think you're gonna see some more big play. It's the call is gonna be different. Trust me, the call is gonna be different. Than the Browns is a division game. That's automatically a tough game right there.
Yeah. The deal with Houston is we cannot go down 10-0. We cannot go down 10-0. We can't go down 13-3. It can't be one of those type games. We have to hold them early, and we have to execute. Because as that game lingers on, Houston's going to get wore out. They're coming from the south. They're playing in the north. It's going to be 20-something degrees. It snowed like a mug today in Pittsburgh. It's going to be super cold tomorrow. Yeah, dog. But at that game, when the pass popping in the third and fourth quarter, they're going to wear out because Houston can't run the ball. They cannot run the ball.
This game's going to be played in the phone booth.
Yeah.
Guarantee you.
Houston can't run. Houston cannot run the ball. They cannot. Houston's going to try to play 11 personnel.
Another pick.
Yeah, Purdy, man, he out there smoking it. Yeah, but
Mitchell again.
Yeah, well, first team All Pro. But Houston cannot run the ball.
Yeah,
Mark Malone. I hear what you're saying. You said Mark Malone. It's going to be 27 degrees, and it snowed all day today over in Pittsburgh. It snowed all day.
What Mark said? I don't see the comment.
Mark said it's going to be nice. No, it's at kickoff tomorrow night. It's going to be 27 degrees. It's going to be cold with wind. It ain't going to be warm. And it snowed all day today. So Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is a lake effect snow town. When it's cold like that, it stays cold.
That's coming back, Tate. It was a hold. He pulled his jersey.
Yeah. Aaron Dietrich said he's in Pittsburgh right now. That's what the weather is. I've been monitoring it all day. It's going to be cold. It's cold as hell right now. It snowed all day today. It snowed this morning. It was snowing last night.
Oh, they didn't call it. That was definitely a hold.
Nobody care about your eye. Go what you see on the TV. You saw a hole. You don't got no yellow flags in your pocket.
I can't hear it. But yeah,
it's gonna be cold.
G watching the weather. All right, you guys, man. Parting shots, man. Let's give it up, man. I'll start with you, Tate.
Hey, man. I want to say parting shots. I don't want to talk to y'all, but we're gonna change that up to our parting shots because it's the know-it-alls to what you need to know. Oh, Tate and his marketing head always got something going on up here.
I'm with it.
Hey, Mike, go ahead and call me Coach T.
Coach T, go ahead, Coach.
Hey, man, no, I really don't have anything to say. I never really think ahead enough to plan for a parting shot or what you need to know. What you need to know is, like without just a second ago, talked about the penalty, because he saw some, right? And sometimes what you see and you don't got context because you didn't hear, some might look like something that is not, right? But I can tell you what looked like something that it is that, and I don't want to get into it much, but just I'm just gonna say, as far as what happened in Minneapolis this past week, believe your eyes. You saw it. That's it. I'm done.
G?
So this is what, I'm gonna flip it up and say what Tate said. What you need to know. I looked at the ticket prices today for the national championship game that's going to be played at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Those ticket prices are more than the Super Bowl. The remaining tickets that are left, they're more than Super Bowl tickets. Okay? I understand that the NCAA 2A is trying to make a product that is competitive with the NFL. But the difference is what's played on the field for the NFL and what's played on the field for college football. College football has done themselves a disservice by trying to fix the playoff to make certain conferences do well and certain conferences not do well. It's wrong. The setup is wrong. It's not done correctly. Let's stop beating around the bush. Let's start playing how we need to play. It should be a 16-team playoff, no buys. First 2 rounds get played on the college campuses. That's how it should be done. You don't not reward a team for winning big, for winning their conference championship, for playing in their conference championship game, for going undefeated, and I don't get to play a home game. That's diabolical. The NFL doesn't do that. And the NFL is a bigger market than the NC2A. So shame on you, NC2A. You need to fix this and make it correct. 16 teams in the playoffs. Hell, I don't care if you want to go 14.
Let me ask you a question. This is a really good take, G. But my question here goes to, they feel like they got it right. Wouldn't you feel like you got it right if you got the number 1 seed that's into the finals, and you got a team that you handpicked in Miami to go in over Notre Dame, and those are the final 2 teams? They feel like they got it right as far as the selection of it all?
No, they didn't get it right. Notre Dame should.
They do feel like they got it right, though.
They can feel like, but they didn't, because the product suffered. James Madison and Tulane shouldn't have been in the playoff. I mean, the product suffered. If you want to get money like you're getting from the NFL, every playoff game so far has been down to the wire, outstanding, tooth and nail, best matchups in the league, regardless of what those regular season records were, because they got it right. Carolina balled out of control. San Fran and Eagles is going at it. Chicago and Green Bay went at it. You are getting outstanding play on the field. People will pay for that product. But people are not going to pay for a James Madison versus Oregon. People are not going to pay for a Tulane versus Ole Miss. They're not going to pay for that. So if you're trying to charge what you're charging concerning the NC2A, because it's all about money, because I've already told Ma this off camera, and I'm telling you guys this on camera. The NC2A is NFL. The transfer portal is free agency. That's how it works now. There's no guidelines. There's no standards. And they're more diabolical than the NFL. At least in the NFL, you can't tamper. In the college football, you can tamper like there ain't no tomorrow. The number 1 defensive end player from the University of Georgia hit the portal today and put a no tampering clause out there, which means that nobody can contact him, which means that he's already knows where he's going because he's already been contacted. He knows exactly where he's going because they done already promised him monies and dollars and everything.
Gee, he doesn't know. He hasn't been contacted. You know who's been contacted?
His agent.
His agent.
Correct. The market is already built for him. He knows exactly where he's going, and he knows how much he's going to get. That's illegal. So if the NC2A, which I'm not mad at them for wanting to turn and be more like the NFL, then you got to play big boy ball like the NFL does. Get the right teams in the playoffs.
Yeah. Get
the competitive thing out there, because I'm telling you what, if you would have had a 16-team playoff this year and you could have threw James Madison and Tulane out of that 16 team, it would have been the greatest college football playoff ever. 1 playing 16, 2 playing 15, 3 playing 14, and then you reseed based on who wins what. Oh my God. Man, you're talking about must-watch TV.
Yeah.
But they're playing this conference favoritism game, and they're ruining the game. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, NC2A. Get 16 teams in. You play the first. You will reward the top, the 1 through 8 home playoff game. You reward, they get a home play. That's why you work so hard. Otherwise, don't play the conference championship games. Otherwise have two different brackets. Otherwise, make every college football team play 9 or 10 regular season conference games if that stuff doesn't matter. So I'm talking about making the product, because they're trying their best to line it up with the NFL. And what you don't have is playoff football. It's not right yet. It's not right yet. Not to me. So how you fix it is you make them play. You make them play 16, and you put the best 16 teams in. Notre Dame should have been in. Texas should have been in. There's no doubt in my mind that those teams should have been in. So that's my take. The NC2A, fix yourself. You got an opportunity to fix it and make it right. Let's make it right, man.
Yeah, I think that's a good take, G. I really do. I think it's a good take. And I think that, everybody who watches the sport and is familiar with it, we know and understand that, college football is the feeder for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? We know that is your G League, and now what they're doing is they're making it possible for, kids to actually get paid for the name, image, and likeness. Here's something I would like to just kind of throw in and rope in with this whole thing. I don't understand how Chambliss is being punished for and not getting his 6th year when we're rewarding a 5th year to Cade Klubnik. Now, Cade is an Austin kid. I get it. He got his COVID and his redshirt year back, and he was able to get that extra year. But when you look at Chambliss, he didn't even play major FBS football, right?
Yeah. He went to Fair State of Michigan. Yes.
If JUCO doesn't count, that shouldn't count. To me, that shouldn't count, right? He should have it. You should at least give him that other year that he asked for. Now, I mean, we're talking, we're splitting atoms at this point, because when it comes down to it, the NCAA is going to do what the NCAA is going to do, and they really don't have any power at this point.
They need a commissioner.
It is the Wild Wild West.
They need a commissioner. They need a commissioner.
Wild Wild West. But I think that, G, your solid thinking will change it. And even Tate had a take on this a couple of weeks ago, which would actually fix everything. And I mean, once the season is over, we need to dive deep into it. But I will say this: make sure that you watch. It won't happen this Monday. Level Up won't happen this Monday because of
because it's all Steelers.
It's all the Steelers. And definitely that Monday night game is going to be super important. But make sure that you watch the Level Up podcast. Tate is back here with That's Rather Cavalier. He's doing his thing there. Make sure you watch that. Make sure you pop in and turn on the TV and watch Jag. Definitely watch Smash the Gas. Definitely watch what's the other one? Smash the Gas and Pump Your Brakes. Make sure that you watch Smash the Gas, Pump Your Brakes. This was probably gonna be our last pick'em show this week coming, unless we're gonna pick the Super Bowl. But it's probably be our last pick'em show. But we have exciting content coming from the KnoItAllz this year, man. Happy New Year to everybody, for real. And thank you guys for rocking with us on into 2026. We are in the second week of 2026, and I'm excited. Look, we just had the day that everybody talks about, quitting day, right? When people make their resolutions and, they stick to them 7 days. I'm going to the gym. Listen, let's start a new normal. Instead of quitting day, let's call it, refocusing, repurpose day. Because honestly, you can't let the trends define who and what you are. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're going to get, when you do something, consistency is only going to be the thing that break resistance. You have to be consistent in a thing in order for the resistance to break. So therefore you have to continue to do something. I think you will pay as a person by continuing to go and strike the rock, pound the rock, pound the rock, pound the rock, eventually it's gonna break, right? But I don't want you guys sitting and everybody in America sitting around saying, oh, it's quitting day, all of my goals and me going to the gym and all of my resolutions, I'm gonna put them down. Nah, look, if you did it 5 times this week, you're successful. You know what I'm saying? If you did it, if you started a new habit and you're trying to start a new habit and you do it 5 times this week, you're successful. Do it 6 times next week. Or if you did it 2 times this week, make sure that, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it 3 times next week. But build up to where you're building some consistency and don't just throw yourself away. That's what happens. Your confidence, and this is Mod's moment, you throw away your confidence and you don't have confidence anymore. So now you can't do anything. And confidence is so important, right? When G throws out information, he's confident about that information. He's confident. And most of the time, I mean, he's more than 50-50, but we give him 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But he's confident in the way that he relates that information. And for real, confidence goes a long way, right? I mean, if you go to try to step up and you're trying to hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, confidence will help you to get behind it. Now, you might not hit it, but you're in the batter's box and you're about to swing, right? I want you to continue with working out and trying to achieve your habits. And if that's or your goals for this year. And if that is you working out, if that is you starting a new business, if that is you going back to school, whatever that is, little bit by little bit, line by line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, improve, get better every day, man. Get better every day. I'm telling you, get better every day. If you were able to only work out 5 minutes yesterday, do 10 minutes today. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then do 15 and 12 the next day. But put at it, man. Work at it, man. Do what you can to achieve your goals. This is a Mod, man, with Mod's Moments, man. You guys got something else that you want to say before we get out of here?
Yes, please make sure you join us tomorrow for the 2-minute warning with the Houston Texans and against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to be live with about, I'll say, between 3 or 4 minutes remaining in the game. After it's going to be live at the location of the game. Kirby, me, and Tate will be backstage. We're going to be talking yet, and hopefully we'll be able to celebrate a big-time Pittsburgh Steelers win tomorrow. So versus us having the Level Up College Football Podcast, tomorrow we will have the 2-minute warning show immediately in the fourth quarter. Me, Tate, Boy Fresh, Kirby, and Afton with live reaction concerning what we're hoping and praying for, a big win for the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Houston Texans.
Yes, sir. Tate, you got anything, bro?
Nah, man, y'all covered it all.
All right, we finna get ready to get out of here, man. You enjoy the rest of your day with football. Thanks for tuning in, saying Know-It-All Time, saying Know-It-All Channel. We will be back. We'll holler at you. And tomorrow, make sure you tune in to the 2-minute warning. I'm out of here. And for myself, for G, and for Tate, we'll holler at you guys later. Peace.